Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another MLP Season 5 blind commentary. Yep, this is a commentary video. I will be talking during the episode. If you want to just watch it on its own, look elsewhere. And yeah, the episode for this week is titled Amending Fences, which doesn't really give us that much to work with. We'll be mending fences and making amends though, which definitely drives home the whole point of repairing a damaged relationship of some sort. More returning characters, perhaps? That seems to be a trend with this season. We've had a lot return so far. Who hasn't reappeared at this point, though, that might still have a sour relationship with one of the main six? Can't really think of many ponies, especially ones who the main six would be in a hurry to repair things with. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect, but I am expecting it will be a good episode, especially because it's written by M.A. Larson. His follow-up to Slice of Life, which was awesome. Very much hyped to see where it goes. Larson episodes are never not interesting. Anyway, let's get started. Okay. And we're opening on Twilight, reading in her castle somewhere. On a nice-looking couch.
Princess of Friendship. The dishes.
Okay, Spike's doing the dishes.
That Spike. After 3 events in 1 week, I really needed to relax with a good book.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? All these ponies coming to you for advice about friendship.
What's funny about that?
You know, because you used to be famous for being such a bad friend.
What?
Oh, okay.
I had good friends in Canterlot.
Her
Come on.
old Canterlot friends?
Look at the wall. Do you see any photos from before we moved to Ponyville? And look
Are you
at
gonna
now,
finally meet
the
Moon
Princess
Dancer?
of
Who was gonna have that party?
This is a disaster. All my old friends. I can't remember any of their names right now. Do you really think that they think I'm a bad friend?
Well, I only meant that you've come so far. Well, you're a great friend now, and...
Oh, I feel terrible. I've got to make it up to them. Pack a bag, Spike. We're going to Canterlot. And make a list of my friends' names.
Me and my big mouth.
Okay. This could be interesting. And it's a Twilight episode. Don't think we've had one of those in a while, really. Magic makes it all complete. Their best friend. Okay. Canterlot. Twilight. Flying in.
Come on, Twilight. You're getting worked up about nothing.
The only logical place to start is at the beginning.
And May Larson. Oh, and we're back here.
It's exactly how we left it.
Where she used to live.
It's predictions and prophecies, and it's still open to the elements of harmony.
Definitely
And
showing...
here's that present I was going to give Moon Dancer.
Yep, we're bringing Moon Dancer in.
She won't be needing that. Hey, look! The rest of it's still here!
How could I have let this happen?
Come on, Twilight. Princess Celestia gave you an assignment. No pony could blame you for that.
But look at the way I left this place. It's a total mess.
Yeah, you didn't care very
Just
much
like how I love
before.
my friendships. I've got to make it up to...
Oh, Minuet, Twinkle Shine, Lemon Hearts, Lyra Heartstrings, and Moon Dancer.
But don't half of them live in Ponyville already?
Spike!
I mean, Lyra, we definitely know does.
Have you been awake all night?
I did a little research, and I think I know where we can find Minuet. That is one of my friends, right?
And Minuet is Colgate, so this is interesting.
It's not too late to forget I opened my big mouth.
Oh, Spike, I'm glad you opened your big mouth. These ponies have probably been suffering ever since I left, wondering why their supposed friend would treat them so badly. Minuet? Twilight!
This is gonna make some Colgate fans pretty happy, I guess.
Hey,
Even though they're not using the right name.
I tried to tell my coworkers we used to be friends back when, but they've never believed me.
She's kind of adorable.
Wait. Really fluff them up, huh? So what are you doing here? I mean, I know you're here all the time, but you never come to see me. Hey! I just had the greatest idea! You want to go see Lemon Hearts and Twinkle Shine? Of course! My old friends! It'll be great! Come on, let's fly! Get it? This is perfect. I can apologize to all three of them at once.
She's certainly cheerful.
Not as traumatized as Minuet.
She did! Twinkle-Shine literally spit out her oats when she heard you were the Princess of Friendship.
We saw you at the coronation. That was some shindig.
You did?
Sure. Oh, we see you all the time.
You remember our old friend Lyra, right? She lives in Ponyville, too.
Uh-huh.
We're always over there visiting her. Or she's coming over here. We've thought about asking you to join us from time to time, but we just sort of figured you'd moved on.
Oh.
Uh-huh. She kind of did.
What brings you
And
back?
Donut Joe in the background there.
Sometimes you've come
That's
back to
great.
Canterlot, you've never had
They're in his
friends
shop.
with us before.
Well, you see,
Spike's chatting him up like usual.
To apologize. For what?
Before I left Canterlot, I didn't really appreciate my friends. And that's because I didn't know how important friendship was. But I've learned so much since I moved to Ponyville. I learned what it means to be a good friend, and that I certainly wasn't one to the three of you. So for all the pain I caused you, I am truly sorry.
Well, these three don't seem to have any hard feelings toward her.
Sure, it might have stung a little bit when you
Not
ran off to
seeing
Ponyville without saying
the
goodbye.
fences that need to be mended.
We're used to that from you.
yeah, we didn't take it personally,
But it's really good to see you now. Hey, any pony up for a blast from the past?
Twinkle Shine and Lemon Drops, they just look too similar, really. Just recolors of each other, so it's
I have so many great
weird that
memories of
they're
this place.
characters.
Remember when Lemon Hearts got her head stuck in that beaker?
Oh, and this is Magic Kindergarten?
But according to this book, you're supposed to add the sodium chloride first. I read ahead, and to make a proper salt lick, you need to add the molasses first. Well, I read ahead too, Moon Dancer.
Okay, and that's Moon Dancer.
Sodium chloride first. Oh, I've got the wrong book.
She's like a Twilight recolor.
Whatever happened to Moon Dancer?
Moon Dancer?
Yeah, you know, our other friend.
Oh, right, Moon Dancer.
The one whose party you didn't go to.
Her? I wonder what she's up to. Yeah, I always liked her. We just sort of lost touch after you left.
I think she went to live out by the stadium, didn't she?
Well, let's go see. I think this is the place. Didn't used to look like this, though.
This is gonna be interesting. Just break her door.
Moon Dancer? What do you want? I'm trying to study.
Okay.
It's us, your old friends.
Ugh.
That's old Moon Dancer, all right. She always did like her books. Hey, kind of like you used to be, huh?
Exactly how I used to be.
Uh-huh.
Come on, time, Twilight. We've been watching her for 3 days. Library, house. Library, house. That's it.
No pony looks at her or says hello or even gives her a smile. It's like she doesn't even exist. Was she always like this?
Well, she always was a little shy, but for a while there, she was really starting to come out of her shell. Remember when she threw that party?
Nope.
Oh, right. I think you might have been busy that day.
There you are, Twilight.
And yeah, going back to the very first episode.
Castle Courtyard. You want to come?
You want to come?
Sorry, girls. I got a lot of studying to catch up on.
Thought she might finally be letting her guard down a little with that party. We invited her out a few times after that, but she was always too busy studying. So eventually, we just stopped asking.
I had no idea that party was so important to her. I've got to find a way to make it up to her.
Oh my gosh! Moon Dancer? Is that... Shh!
Moon Dancer, can I talk to you for a minute? What is this?
A bubble of silence.
I haven't seen you in a while, and I thought it might be nice to catch up.
For what purpose?
You know, 'cause we're friends.
Those eyebrows.
I'm really sorry to bother you. I was just hoping we could go outside and talk for a bit. I'm sorry I
What? How did you even? That's quite the spell, Twilight.
I'm trying to study. You've got the wrong pony. I don't have parties.
And now she's talking to a book.
And I was so caught up in my own studying that I didn't take your feelings into account.
Look, Twilight Twinkle.
Sparkle.
Whatever. I just need to be alone so I can study.
Twilight
Without
Twinkle.
some crazy pony trying to make friends. All right.
Fine.
And now you're quoting Twilight.
How did you get into my book like that?
Very good question. And there's Fancy Pants and Floor.
I can only do it for a few minutes, but you'd be amazed how much you can pick up when you're actually in a book.
It's one of Haycart's methods.
Haycart?
Of course. He's a genius.
I have a copy of his treatise on ponies, you know.
What is this place?
This is where I used to live. You mean I never had you over?
A first edition of Principles of Magic. Hey, didn't I give this to you?
Maybe?
I did. Look, I even wrote something. To my friend Twilight Sparkle. Thanks for introducing me to the classics. I can see by the fact that you left it here that it meant a lot to you.
Oh.
Look, I didn't bring you over here for even more poignant reminders of what a bad friend I was. I brought you here to give you this. You can come here whenever you want and study to your heart's content.
Really?
But first, you've got to do something for me.
What?
Have dinner with our old friends tonight.
I can't. I'm reorganizing my biology schools.
I've been spending a lot of time with Minuet, Twinkleshine, and Lemonheart since I've been back. They really miss you.
Look, I already told you. The last thing I need is a bunch of ridiculous friend-making keeping me from studying.
Even more quoting Twilight.
A wise pony once taught me that there's more to life than
Episode
just
1,
more
Twilight.
books.
I tried friendship, and it's just not for me. Now, if you'll excuse me.
So many references to the pilot.
What if I taught you Haycart's method?
Yeah, you gonna get her attention there?
What are you studying these days?
Science, magic, history, economics, pottery, things like that.
Yowza!
Pottery.
You planning on being a professor or something?
No.
So you're just studying?
Can I go now?
Moon Dancer, please.
It's all right, Twilight.
Career student, I
Having a good
guess.
Time. Right, every pony? So, Spike, tell Moondancer that story about how Twilight had to read a book about doing the sleepover.
I've read that.
Oh, really? Well, did you know Lemon Hearts here works at the Canterlot Palace?
Yeah, it's true. I do the big events mostly. State dinners, that sort of thing.
Moondancer, you've got to give friendship a chance.
I gave friendship a chance a long time ago. It didn't work out then. It isn't gonna work out now.
Twilight, are you all right?
No, I'm not.
Well, where are you going?
I don't know, Spike. I really messed this one up. That party was everything to her. I can only imagine what it must have felt like when I didn't show up.
Hey, Moondancer! Look at this spread, huh?
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course. We wouldn't miss one of our best friends' parties.
Is Twilight coming? Oh, okay.
Hey, we'll still have fun, right?
Sure.
Aww.
If there was only a way to undo the damage. I know what I need to do, and I know just who can help me.
Okay.
Huh. Guess they must have gone back to Ponyville. Huh?
Okay, bringing in Pinkie Pie. Why not?
That was awesome! We gotta go flying more often, Twilight!
Apparently you can do it all on your own, Pinkie.
I thought you threw in the old towel and
Helicopter tail.
I did head home, but not to throw in the towel. I went to get my secret weapon. Minuet, meet...
Hey, Pinkie Pie! Hi, Minuet! Twilight, you didn't say Minuet would be here.
You two know each other?
Oh, sure. She was one of Cadence's bridesmaids. We hang out all the time when she's in Ponyville. Didn't you know that? And you call yourself the Princess of Friendship. Twilight, wait here. We'll need 15 bags of confetti and as many hooks as we can get. Let's go! We can pass by the donut place on the way.
And what are we gonna do?
Just come with me.
Okay, they're explaining background pony continuity. That is very interesting.
Ooh, a brief history of the wagon harness.
You're really being doing this sort of thing with books.
Rory the Nameless.
Just being lured away. Yeah, she's falling for it.
What is this?
It's a party for you. Come on in.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't do parties.
I know, and I think it's my fault. Back when we were in school together, you invited me to a party. I was so focused on my studies that I didn't show up.
Big deal.
It was a big deal, and now that I realize how important friendship is, I'd like to make up for my mistake with a new party. A party in honor of my friend Moondancer. Please, you've got to let me make this up to you.
And you think this is gonna do it, huh?
Yes?
Well, sure. Why wouldn't it? That was only the first time I ever put myself out there, and then you didn't even bother to show up. And you left town without saying goodbye, even though we were supposed to be friends. I was humiliated. I felt like I wasn't important. I never wanted to let myself be hurt like that again. Those finally convinced me that I had value, that other ponies might like me and want to be
You're right. This party can't make up for the way I hurt you. But please, don't let my mistake be the reason you can't be friends with any pony else.
We were your friends then, and we'd be honored to be your friends now.
What? That's the librarian, the bookseller, my sister.
You've got a lot of friends, Moon Dancer.
I'm sorry, Moon Dancer. I've faced magical creatures, the end of Equestria, all sorts of things. But seeing how my actions affected you, that was one of the worst feelings I've ever had.
Thank you, Twilight. I never realized how much I needed to hear that. Now, come on, every pony! Let's party! Right? Right!
Party cannon. Pin the tail on Celestia.
I think it's time for us to go, Moon Dancer.
Thank you for helping me make some new friends, even if they are my old friends.
Oh, we'll come back and visit soon.
They should have brought Lyra too.
You've still got to teach me that hey cart technique.
Deal. Moon Dancer? It got kind of banged up, but here's a little something I wanted to give you back at your first party.
There's Lyra. Okay. Well, that was another sort of episode I never thought we'd get. 2 episodes in a row now Larson is establishing stuff with background ponies. Remember hearing he had to watch a whole bunch of episodes again and pay attention to all the background ponies to write Slice of Life? Wonder if the ideas for this one solidified out of that too. It was interesting how it hooked right into stuff from directly from the pilot, from the very first scenes of it, no less. Really showed us how different Twilight is now from where she was then. That was kind of cool. Remember once Twilight was saying the same sort of things Moon Dancer was here, now the thought of leaving things as they are with Moon Dancer hurt deeply troubles her to the point where she couldn't let go. She had to repair things. Ultimately, I'd say it was a lot more subdued than most Larson episodes, but no less enjoyable. Probably not one of my top episodes for the season, but a good and respectable one, no less. Really cool premise. Also, Moon Dancer's design was an interesting choice. All the recolors and merchandise. Didn't think we'd see recolors introduced in the show outside of already existing background ponies, but I guess it makes sense. It's for symmetry in the group, since Lyra and Minuet kind of share a design, and of course the other two rather obviously do. Twilight needs someone who shares her design. Though, if you take it to mean that Moon Dancer patterned herself on Twilight, that does give weight to how let down she would be by the realization she's not as important to Twi as Twi is to her, which the party would represent. Also, yeah, I love how Lyra was apparently one of the old friends. We need to see Twilight and Lyra interacting now. Anyway, this was a fun episode. Don't know where I'd rank it. I'll probably work out some sort of ranking at the end of the next one, as it will be the halfway point of the season. And the next episode is titled, Do Princesses Dream of Magical Sheep? I love that title so much. And it's another princess episode, apparently. Well, we'll see when we get there. Hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.